suggested that I do that when I first started out, and then I started going to these and I found them so helpful. Toronto in particular has an amazing entrepreneurial community, you know, so many organizations devoted, and just people who are interested in it. So, you know, the amount of networking events I go to is a lot, and has really helped the business. I've made
because you've got a product, you've got something you can show,
exactly.
and you know, you're in front of the people, right?
Yeah. Well, I also understand we've got a caller on the line right now. We've got Donna. Donna, what's your question?
By the way, I'm really enjoying listening to this discussion. Customer relationship management, neither for Susan or the young entrepreneur, to comment on what her current strategy is to maintain a good relationship with her current customers.
You know, it's interesting because it used to be, the philosophy of marketing used to be always going after new people, right? So it was always like, you know, who else can we go after? And suddenly it's changed, I would say, maybe the last five years even. Customers for life. And it doesn't necessarily mean literally for life, but it means your current customer is the best place for you to go to ask them what else they want. And it gets back to what I said, needs-based marketing. In other words, you go out, you ask them what they want, and you could be creating a product or a service based on that. So it's keeping them, they say it's so much cheaper to keep your current customers than to spend all your money on always going after new ones. So, you know, I never understood why people gave the hockey tickets and all those kinds of things, but I understand, you know, that if you can, whatever it will take to keep your current customers happy, and I'm sure you have that with your customers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You get more work out of them, right?
Definitely, and we really like to be, you know, responsive, you know, email them back right away, answer any questions they have, just being there and being accessible. And then also, you know, being there on Facebook and being Twitter and talking about your company and keeping people updated with what you're doing, so they kind of feel part of the process as well.
And I think part of it too is going online and seeing some negative things that people might be saying about you and being aware of those kinds of things, because there are things you might have to deal with, right?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah, so.
And Twitter was and sorry, Donna, are you still there? I'm not sure if you're still on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, did that answer your question?
Yes, it does, because I'm always interested in strategies in terms of, that 80-20 rule that so many marketing experts talk about. That doesn't still hold current in today's environment of, going out and always finding that new customer. Can I ask a quick follow-up?
Yeah, really quick.
The privacy. So you've got your current customers. What is the entrepreneur doing to maintain the privacy of knowing what our customers are? And in terms of direct mail and marketing, this is becoming a very, very hot topic amongst the marketing and advertising world.
Yeah, and it's definitely a concern. Louise, I assume because Shopify does a lot of that stuff for you, like the templates to keep customer info secure.
In terms of privacy, but I think she's talking about, you know, how much you send out mail to your customers and whether you give, you know, their emails away or anything. We just make sure that we don't do that at all, and we have an option on our website that you can opt in to receive any emails from us. So I think that kind of solves that problem.
Care of them as well. Well, that's great.
Yeah, the whole permission marketing, right? So in other words, do you want to receive things from me, and do you want to be off the mailing list? Sometimes I'll subscribe to a newsletter, and after a little while, I really don't want it anymore, right? And I want an easy way to get off the list.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, Donna, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it. And we've got our tech guru, Andy Walker, who's standing by in studio right now with yet another great app that every entrepreneur should have. Andy, what do you have in store for us today?
Thanks, Evan. Your company website is a critical piece of your marketing arsenal, and yet it's not easy to update and modify, at least not without the expertise of a webmaster or a web designer. So what if you simply want an easy landing page for a marketing campaign, and your webmaster is not available, or you're putting together a little web project on a budget? Well, do it yourself. If you simply want to add a page to your site to capture customer information or promote a new product, then you can use a handy tool called PageWiz. It's designed to let you create your own landing pages to augment your website without writing any programming code. It uses an easy drag and drop design tool to let you build your own pages from scratch by dragging text, images, videos onto this design page and then arrange them beautifully, and it makes it look like a beautiful professional landing page. And you can publish the pages on a subdomain, something like this, offers.mycompany.com. PageWiz has some really nice tools to track the views on the page, and you can also manage leads that you might capture from your audiences. I recently used it to capture bugs reported by the users of the site TotallyADD.com, a project my company is currently doing work on. It's a very handy tool. If you're interested in checking out PageWiz, then you can give it a spin with a 30-day free trial. After that, fees run, I think, $25 to $99 a month. Check it out at pagewiz.com. I'm Andy Walker. Check out me at cyberwalkermedia.com.
And thank you so much, Andy. Susan Summers, who's a marketing and media relations expert and president of Susan Summers and Associates, is here with us. And I'm also joined by Louise Henry, who's the founder of Name, who you can visit at name.ca. If you've got a question, give us a call, 416-446-7090. We do have Facebook as well, which is facebook.com/Toronto Speaks. And we've got a Facebook question right here for you. So pull that up on the screen. And that question is from Bob. Bob says, how do you go about taking an online company and distributing your products in actual retail locations? So how do you make that transition from going online over to retail? Pop-up shops?
Yeah,
Is it going to buyers?
Start
What
that.
do you do? What's been?
I've approached, if you're starting small, then you can approach, boutiques yourself. You can go in and have a retail package and present your collection just as you would, just as you have it online. You just have to provide that information, in person, and you can often work direct with them. And then also start working with sales reps. That's something we've done recently, and that's turned out to be really beneficial for us. A lot of them really know how to get in the retail locations, if that's not necessarily.
And make those relationships, right?
Exactly.
Are they available on commission, or do they have to be paid? You're
commission.
able to do that?
Yeah, commission, which is really great for.
And how do you find these people, or
small
do they find you?
Luckily, mine found us, but there's through networking. I know a lot of people find sales reps through their existing
Susan,
networks.
do you have anything to add to that?
It's interesting because make sure that if you're going after media, make sure that you have a retail location, because I've actually heard about clients who have gone after media and they're not quite in a store yet. And so the media say, well, where is it being sold? And they say, well, it will be in whatever, and then that doesn't happen. And that can actually destroy a relationship with the media. So, finding one location, one retail location that can sell your products, and then trying to get some media coverage around that might also lead to other media coverage.
And be able to really focus there and have that relationship with them.
Exactly.
For sure. So we've got about a minute and a half remaining in the show. So I want to make sure you both get an opportunity to let everyone know where they can find both of you. Louise, do you want to?
Okay, yeah, so you can find us online at name.ca, NAYME.ca, on Facebook at facebook.com/NameInc, Twitter, Instagram at NameInc, and Pinterest at pinterest.com/NameInc.
People can see all your products and photos on there.
Yeah, all our products, inspirations.
That's great. And Susan,
I've got two websites. One is susansummers.ca, and the other one is powersourceforwomen.com.
And you've got a book.
Yeah,
we didn't really get to speak too much about the book. This is all about marathons, correct?
Yeah, in my 60s, I did 2 marathons. I walked them. They took me 7.5 hours. And I've done 30 other races in the last 10 years. So out of that came a book on fitness for women, how to commit to fitness as they age. So I'm now out there doing a lot of speaking engagements, keynotes and seminars and things on fitness.
And people can find that on Amazon.com?
Yes, exactly.
That's the go-to place for it. And what's it called again?
Power Source for Women, Proven Fitness Strategies, Tools, and Success Stories for Women 45 plus.
Well, fantastic. When are you going to write your book, Louise? It's fantastic.
Well.
Thank you so much for being here, both of you.
Thank you.
Best of luck. And I also just want to let you know that if you want to go online, you can go to rogerstv.com for more information on today's guests and our show. You can also find online episodes at rogersondemand.com as well. On behalf of everyone here, thanks so much for watching.